the 2024 Advent calendars. Let's talk about them. Now, I've been getting the LEGO Advent calendars for years now. In fact, some of those who have watched some of my videos from last year, some of the Let's Builds I did featured stuff from the 2023 LEGO City Advent calendar. Last year was rather different as it was the first time I actually had two calendars. I got one for LEGO Star Wars and one for LEGO City. And for the first time I had mixed feelings about one in particular. But we'll get to that in a minute. So, on with the pros. So I like both of these calendars for one minor thing. I wanted some more Christmas jumper pieces. And with both of these calendars I got quite a few. A good handful from the LEGO City one and two Star Wars themed ones. They were nice little additions to my collection, some of which may appear when the festive season rocks up again. I liked how the Star Wars Advent calendar had quite a nice selection of builds and characters, spanning across all the eras. Stuff like Luke Skywalker, Ahsoka Tano, a random clone trooper. I'd say the only downside is that because I'm so far behind on the Star Wars universe, there's a lot of good builds, but a few of them had me sitting there thinking, the hell are you? But then again, even though that I didn't know them, they still look really cool. I liked how the builds have detail despite their size, like having a little blue stud on the X-Wing to represent R2-D2. It was quite cool. The LEGO City Advent calendar had a cat and a dog. Okay, let's quit stalling and move on to the cons. Okay, so let's get on with what my biggest gripe about the Advent calendars was, specifically the LEGO City one. Compared to 2023's Advent calendar, this one felt as though it was either short on time to come up with things, or there was very little budget for this. Most of the builds this time had very little pieces, so the builds often felt lackluster. There was even a day where the only thing that was behind the door was a single rabbit teddy. That was it. Now compare that with the LEGO Star Wars Advent calendar. Each day had quite a decent build or a rare character. Looking at the 2023 calendar and then back at last year's, the difference in quality is noticeable. Take the Christmas trees for example. The 2023 version felt like it was quite bushy and full, whereas the 2024 version looked as though it was based on a tree that hadn't been watered. There's also the sleigh that for some reason saw a downgrade. In 2023 there were 3 separate days for building the sleigh. You had the reindeer, the front and then the back of the sleigh. When it came to last year's, it all came as one, but it was absolutely tiny. I think it was around day 10 in the Advent calendar where the temptation to just tear the box open began to appear, as it felt like the calendar wasn't worth the money I paid for it. Which sucks, because I loved the LEGO City one for the past couple of years. My only hope is that this year will be an improvement, and last year's calendar was merely just a blip. But who knows? And I think that's where I'll end my little rant about the Advent calendars. Next month I plan on revisiting the second set I built on the channel, the Queen Whatever a Wanabi set. If you want to see what else I make, then pop on over to the channel, and if you like what you see, click subscribe. And I will see you all next time. Fare thee well.